for the day. Once again, welcome to On Record, where every word matters.
On Record, every word matters.
President Bola Tinubu recently announced a disaster relief fund in Maiduguri, Borno State to support Nigerian citizens affected by flood and other disasters. Now, this fund particularly timely given the increasing unpredictability of the climate and vulnerability of many areas in the country to its impact. Now, the president also appealed to the private sector to contribute to the fund, recognizing the critical role that collective efforts play in mitigating the effects of disasters. Now, by establishing this relief fund, President Tinubu's administration aims to provide vital assistance to the most affected by natural disasters, promoting resilience and recovery in impacted communities. Now, in a moment, we will open the phone line. That's 0700 1021 1021, 0700 1021 1021. And in the meantime, you can also send WhatsApp messages to 0907 224 5018, 0907 224 5018. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, and on X, formerly known as Twitter, at High Impact 102.1 FM. You can also watch us live on High Impact TV on Iconsat 42 degree East. We'll take a breather here now and return to begin the conversation. Stay tuned.
High Impact Radio 102.1 FM. The future is now.
Welcome to the high side of life. Join us every day at High Impact 102.1 FM, your urban lifestyle station.
I just want to be yeah.
Something big is in town. Something powerful and majestic. A mammoth creation destined to become a legend by all who encounter it. High Impact Planet, Nigeria's biggest family theme park, with facilities designed for friends, families, or large groups under a relaxing atmosphere. Be welcomed by wowing displays of animatronics, thrill out with realistic arcade games, or enjoy a number of thrilling heart-racing park rides. Experience the 5D and 12D cinemas and challenge your mates with bumper cars and go-kart races. Don't forget to slide into the ice rink or simply take time out to enjoy a pizza at our delightful restaurant and dessert spot, or at the exquisite club lounge. High Impact Planet, 12 Lagos Ibadan Expressway, Ibafo, opposite MFM Prayer City. Visit high-impactplanet.com for details and inquiries. Fun just got real.
High Impact Radio 102.1 FM. The future is now.
Facebook and on X at High Impact 102.1 FM. You can also watch us live on TV at Iconsat 42 degree East. Now, to join the conversation, you can call 0700 1021 1021 07. We have a whole lot coming in. Also, this morning in the papers, Danjuma also donated quite a large sum of money. So we have a lot of money coming in. Even the federal government have also donated quite a large sum. So we have a lot of funds going into that flood affected area. So my first question is, now, what are the primary challenges in ensuring equitable distribution of disaster relief resources, and how can they be addressed?
Thank you very much. Specifically, disaster management is about responding, organizing, and directing resources to cope with a disaster. And equally with the responsibilities and roles of responders, public sector agencies, private sector organizations, faith-based organizations, and volunteers. So, in managing a disaster, one has to be professional in action. You have to see how to respond and how to do the recovery. For Nigerians to understand sources given to them, to be able to recover and respond quickly and swiftly to disasters. When we come to Nigeria, we have disasters. We have the landslides, we have the flood, we have the desertification and the soil erosion, we have oil spillage, we have fire outbreaks in markets and all of those things. How they manage those resources are what you are asking, we are going to discuss this morning. As with good environment. In relation to the Maiduguri flooding incident, the flooding came from the Alau Dam. And if flooding could come from Alau Dam, that means the response, the mitigation failed. The professionals who are there failed to respond, to release water not regularly, intermittently, so as to evade flooding. Problems which Nigeria has not been able to tackle.
All right, thank you very much for that. Now, let's look at the political considerations. How do political considerations influence disaster relief decisions, and what consequences does this have for marginalized communities?
Yes, politics should not play a role in disaster management. But in our own environment, where corruption holds sway, where tribalism holds sway, where division holds sway, definitely politics with recovery. To stop this politics, we have to re-emphasize the need for professionalism in every job. There must be continuous training, and the right people must always be the responders. The right people must always be the responders, because the responders will know how to mitigate. Have flooded the entire cities. It took away many children. Many children are missing of our lives. It is now uncontrollable. Even the sharing of palliatives, there are politics in it. This should not be. The whole essence of democracy is for the people, not for politics, not for one tribe or the other. Nigeria is a nation of nationalities. Politics should never play any role when we are managing our disasters.
All right, I'd like to also chip this in, talking about politics and all that. I read a report, I can't, but it's out there, the report is out there, that a powerful delegation was sent to inspect this Alau Dam, and they gave it a thumbs up. They said nothing was wrong. So, would you say politics was played there? Would you say politics took the order of the day when they gave their report back to the governor?
Now, we are talking of a disaster that has been building up until it got to this level, where there was a dam collapse. What could have happened before the powerful delegation got there? Monies were appropriated for all the management of dams in the country nationwide. So that powerful delegation should equally have gone to all the dams in the entire country to make their reports. Something must have triggered their visitation to allow dams. And you know what corruption does? It delays processes. It doesn't facilitate swiftness. And that was the resultant effect of delay and corruption is what happened. So they cannot put any blame on anybody. They can put blames on the professionals handling the dam. They are the ones to write their reports if there are defects. And follow up, it takes time. I don't know. You know, you want to do something, and before you put figure on the paper, you have already earmarked what will be your own. These are the usual things we have seen in most of the contracts, in most of the reports, or anything that is done by government and its agencies. And that is very unfortunate. So those who responded swiftly by inspecting the dam should have, because if they have given us the timeline between when this thing happened and when they visited, we will have known whether they delayed or they got there when it was too late.
Now, earlier on, we talked about sharing of this relief materials, and I don't know whether you saw that video of some of the maybe the CSOs that were on a boat throwing what seems to be maybe bread to some houses. These days, apart from food, there are other things under relief materials. I mean, there's healthcare. We have the medicals. Yes. How can we ensure
rescue efforts?
Now, how can we even take into account of these donations? Because we have donations pouring in. Where does it go to? Whose account? Who is accounting for it? Who's taking down notes of? So was gotten, so was distributed in so areas, and how can we ensure? Because it's only what we see on social media, it's only what we see on TV. What goes on? What happens? What are those things that we're not seeing on TV? I mean, the
what we are not doing correctly, what we are not doing correctly, must be pointed out to the government to know. There is a National Emergency Management Authority,
NEMA.
Yeah, they should take charge of all donations, of all relief materials donated. It is their duty. They are the responder. They are the first responder to any situation of disaster. Money should not be given to the states or to any local government or to even federal government. If it's going to come, if donation is going to come in for this disaster, it should go to the NEMA. When it goes to NEMA, you are able to trace what they have done with the money, how they are responding to it, what they are doing with it, how they are doing their recovery, their recovery plan, you'll be able to know. But when you give money to the governor will give to the deputy governor, the deputy governor will give to local government chairman and the commissioner. And before the money will get down, nothing will be achieved. There will be so many deaths. Never has the sole authority, and NEMA has state coordinators. So NEMA should have received all the donations, not Dan Tata throwing his money to the governor, Dangote throwing his money to the governor, or any other person throwing their money to the governor. The governor doesn't need this money. NEMA needs it for recovery plans, which includes medication, putting them in a camp, taking good care of them, providing food for them, and shelter, and other possible other necessary things. We like to share labor. A labor that belongs to an organization, you find a market woman doing a job.
But don't you think that the local communities should play a vital role in disaster relief decision-making process? Because what I would like to know, yes, NEMA, you say NEMA should be in charge, but the only way it can trickle down to the nooks and crannies of everywhere affected in Borno is through the local government. They have access to the people. They can say that, oh, this particular local government, this particular area, this particular ward is the most affected. Oh, we have so people in so ward, we have so people in so council. This is how we can go about it and effectively distribute. So don't you think that NEMA can actually work with the local communities, the local government? They might skip the governors and the commissioners and all that, but the local communities, the local government, they should also play a vital role in this. Don't you think that?
You are very, very correct. You see, like I stated earlier, NEMA coordinating directors in all the states of the federation. These coordinators in all the states of the federation has the first line duty of going to the local government to get volunteers for this project of disaster management. So, take it or leave it, it is NEMA, because for record purposes, NEMA will keep records of the volunteers they have recorded, they have recruited, the donations that has been shared to them. Because when records are not kept, then we start to have doubts. But with NEMA and their coordinating directors, records will be kept, names of volunteers will be recorded, and everything will go seamlessly well. You see, when we start throwing to local community, they can't keep records for NEMA for useful purposes. But we must keep records so that the donors will remember that these are the records, this was how their monies were spent on this, on that, on this, on that. They will be well pleased. We don't pray for disasters, but these things are unpredictable. NEMA has that sole right to coordinate with local communities, as we have said, for keeping records, for sharing responsibilities and roles, and coordinating all of those activities. Because local community will not look for health practitioners. It is NEMA, the rescue agency, that has that role to play quickly. Because medical association will respond quickly to NEMA than to any other organization.